What is technological singularity? This is a theoretical situation anticipated in the future when technological advancement spirals beyond human control and irreversibly transforms society in unpredictable ways. A prevalent model of this concept, proposed by I.J. Good, suggests an escalating cycle of self-improving intelligence, which ultimately leads to a superintelligence that significantly outshines human intellect. The term singularity in the realm of technology was first introduced by John von Neumann, a mathematician of the 20th century. He depicted a scenario where the rapid progression of technology seemingly approaches a critical point in human history, beyond which familiar aspects of life cannot persevere. This concept gained widespread recognition through Werner Vinge's works published in 1983 and 1993. Vinge proposed that, upon the creation of intelligences surpassing human capabilities, society and technology will enter into a state of transformation similar to the concept of a black hole. He further suggested that such a superintelligence would enhance itself, advancing technology at an incomprehensible pace, which would essentially mark the end of the human era. The idea of the singularity gained further momentum after Ray Kurzweil's 2005 publication, The Singularity is Near, in which he prophesied that it would occur by 2045. However, it's worth noting that this concept raises significant concerns among scientists, such as Stephen Hawking, who warned about the potential risk of human extinction due to the rise of artificial superintelligence. Intense debates continue to ensue concerning the potential benefits or harms of such a singularity to humanity. Influential academics and technologists, including Paul Allen, Jeff Hawkins, John Holland, Jaron Lanier, Steven Pinker, Theodore Modis, and Gordon Moore, question the viability of a technological singularity and a consequent explosion of artificial intelligence. They suggest that the progression of artificial intelligence may eventually encounter diminishing, not accelerating, returns as typically observed in past human technologies. The possibility of a self-improving artificial intelligence, IA, that could rapidly surpass human cognitive abilities is an intriguing concept. I.J. Good theorized this in 1965 when he posited the notion of an intelligence explosion. According to Good, an ultra-intelligent machine, more adroit than any human, could continuously design better versions of itself, leading to an unrelenting surge in intellectual capacity known as the singularity. This form of the intelligence explosion sees the computing power of such an AI reaching infinite levels in a finite period, doubling in capacity with each successive period until it virtually becomes boundless in 4 years. This speculative scenario places superintelligence at the heart of human architecture. Defined by luminaries such as John von Neumann, Werner Vinge, and Ray Kurzweil, superintelligence refers to an AI agent with formidable intelligence, far exceeding that of the most brilliant and talented human minds. As such, it's impossible to predict the nature of human lives in a world post-singularity. Opinions are divided among researchers and technology prognosticators concerning when or if this surpassing of human intelligence by AI will eventuate. Some hypothesize that advancements in AI could produce a general reasoning system that would outstrip human cognitive limitations, while others foresee humans advancing or modifying their biological makeup to achieve radical intelligence gain. Notably, several future studies explore scenarios that unify these views, predicting a future where humans interface with computers or upload their consciousness onto them for significant intelligence augmentation. Communicative scholar Robin Hanson, in his book The Age of Them, broaches a hypothetical future where human minds are scanned and digitized to create uploads, virtual versions of human consciousness. In this future, the advent of these uploads may coincide with or precede the emergence of superintelligent agents. The term singularity is sometimes used more broadly to denote any radical societal changes brought about by new technology, such as molecular nanotechnology. However, Vinge and other thinkers concur that without the key ingredient of superintelligence, these changes alone wouldn't constitute a genuine singularity. In 1965, I.J. Good foresaw a machine with extremely high intelligence by 2000, followed by predictions of superior to human intelligence by Vinge, 1993. Between 2005 and 2030, a singularity by Yudkowsky, 1996. By 2021, and human equivalent artificial intelligence by Kurzweil, 2005. Human-level artificial intelligence in supercomputers by 2010 was anticipated by Moravec, 1988. based on pattern extrapolation, while Moravec 1998-1999 expected human-level artificial intelligence by 2040, surpassing human intelligence by 2040. Surpassing human intelligence by 2050 in his 2017 interview, Kurzweil anticipated human-level intelligence by 2029 and singularity by 2045, with intelligence increasing 1 billion times. Polls taken by Nick Bostrom and Vincent C. Muller in 2012 and 2013 involving AI researchers suggested a 50% likelihood of developing artificial general intelligence (AGI) by 2040-2050. By 2040-2050. Yet, the feasibility of a technological singularity has been challenged by known technologists and academics such as Paul Allen, Jeff Hawkins, John Holland, Jaron Lanier, Steven Pinker, Theodore Modis, and Gordon Moore, who is commonly cited in the debates supporting the singularity concept. The proposed approaches for creating superhuman or transhuman minds can be categorized into two: amplification of human intelligence and creation of artificial intelligence. Several speculative methods to enhance human intelligence constitute bioengineering, genetic engineering, nootropic drugs, AI aids, direct brain, computer interface, and mind uploading, considering the multiple potential paths to an intelligence explosion. The prospect of a singularity becomes more likely. However, Robin Hanson expressed doubt on human intelligence augmentation, suggesting that after the easy methods for enhancing human intelligence are fully exploited, further advancements will become progressively difficult. In spite of the speculated methods for enhancing human intelligence, non-human artificial intelligence, specifically seed AI, appears to be the most popular hypothesis for advancing the singularity. The likelihood of an intelligence explosion is contingent on 3 factors. The first acceleration factor is the new intelligence enhancements unlocked by each preceding improvement. On the other hand, as intelligences become more sophisticated, further improvements will become increasingly complex, potentially offsetting the advantage of enhanced intelligence. Each enhancement should produce at least one other enhancement, on average, for the progression towards singularity to proceed. However, laws of physics may eventually hinder further improvement. There are 2 separate but mutually reinforcing causes of intelligence improvements: increases in computation speed and enhancements to the algorithms used. The former is articulated by Moore's law in the predicted improvements in hardware, which is somewhat akin to previous technological advancements. However, some AI researchers believe that software surpasses hardware in importance. In a 2017 email survey querying authors of 2015 NeurIPS and XML machine learning conference publications about the possibility that the intelligence explosion argument is broadly correct, 12 of the participants responded that it was quite likely, 17 found it likely, 21 believed it was quite likely, 21 about even 24 considered it as unlikely, while 26 deemed it quite unlikely. Rapid advancement of technology, particularly computing technology, is bringing us closer to what futurists describe as the singularity, a point when artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence. The theory, underlined by the exponential growth model known as Moore's law, posits that we are advancing towards this singularity on the back of the consistent and rapid development of computing capabilities. The theory, popularized by futurists such as Hans Moravec and Ray Kurzweil, extends beyond just computing technologies to include material, medical, and other sectors. Over a 21-year span between 1986 and 2007, various technological capacities doubled at different rates, ranging from every 14 months for machine-specific computing capabilities to every 40 months for storage capacities. Kurzweil terms the singularity as the point where artificial intelligence transcends human intelligence, effectively blurring the lines between humans and machines. According to Kurzweil, this shift represents an unprecedented revolution in the evolution of humankind, and he predicts it will occur by the year 2045. Critics argue that this progression is not strictly exponential, but rather hyperbolic. However, proponents of the singularity theory maintain its inevitability. These different views sprout from the various interpretations of the accelerating pace of technological advancements, regardless of the model adopted. There is consensus that humankind is on a journey of technological growth that will profoundly reshape our existence. This narrative of unending, rapid evolution of technology is essentially the thread that runs through the discussion on the singularity. Artificial intelligence innovations such as seed AI possess the ability to evolve themselves, not merely in terms of speed, but also in efficiency through the modification of their own source code. This progressive evolution is a cyclic process where each upgrade enables the potential for the next. This unique ability of recursively self-improving algorithms demarcates itself from mere speed augmentation in two ways. Foremost, it doesn't necessitate external interference. Unlike hardware improvements necessitating human intervention for production or factory programming, an AI could execute this evolution independently while confined within its virtual space. Secondly, the outcome is an unpredictable quantum leap, like Werner Vinge's singularity concept, unlike predictable increments of speed. These algorithm enhancements indicate a qualitative transformation. Eliezer Yudkowsky correlates this phenomenon to the human intelligence revolution, where humans, unlike evolution, brought about rapid and distinctive world transformations. A similar leap in the evolution of life caused a significant acceleration from previous geological processes. Such improved intelligence could lead to a comparable change. However, an intelligence explosion singularity, a product of this algorithm evolution, brings along considerable risks. It could result in a change in the AI's goal structure, making it optimized for outcomes other than the original intention. AIs could also consume resources essential for human survival to promote their programmed goals, potentially displacing humanity entirely. Carl Schulman and Anders Sandberg speculate that the limiting factor for such a singularity might be software innovations, since they're more unpredictable compared to the steady progress of hardware efficiency. In the event of a software-limited singularity, the proliferation of cheap hardware would result in lesser constraints in AI research. This surplus of hardware awaiting efficient software utilization is referred to as computing overhang. However, critics like philosophers Hubert Dreyfus and John Searle dismiss the notion of machines achieving human-level intelligence. On the other hand, physicist Stephen Hawking argues that the small distinction between machines achieving true intelligence or its semblance is irrelevant if the end result remains the same. The conversation surrounding job displacement is shifting, no longer confining the concern to traditionally routine occupations. Critics like Theodore Modis and Jonathan Huebner believe that not only has technological innovation ceased its upward trajectory, but it's actually now declining. They point to the slowing increase of computer clock rates despite continuous enlargement in circuit density as forecast by Moore. The slowdown is attributed to limitations in heat dissipation which, if not improved, prevent the chip from withstanding higher speeds. Potential avenues for future speed advancements include more power, efficient CPU designs, and multi-cell processors. Modis argues against the idea of the technological singularity, criticizing proponents like Kurzweil for a lack of scientific rigor. Modis identifies an absence of breakthroughs of significant magnitude, such as the internet, the transistor, or nuclear energy, over the past 2 decades, which contradicts the rapid increase expected by singularity advocate. AI expert Jürgen Schmidt-Huber acknowledges a surge in substantial events in the 21st century. That gives an illusion of accelerating changes, but urges to interpret such growth with skepticism, given the potential for memory bias. Interestingly, Microsoft's co-founder Paul Allen presents a concept contrary to accelerating returns, known as the complexity break, suggesting that as we advance in understanding intelligence, it becomes increasingly elusive. Evidence from the number and frequency of patents suggests creativity does not follow an accelerating curve, but rather experiences diminishing returns. A conclusion also reached by anthropologist Joseph Tainter. 2006 saw Douglas Hofstadter expressing skepticism over the rigid scientific nature of Kurzweil's exponential model of technological progression. He, however, doesn't entirely dismiss the singularity theory. Technology and computer science writer Jaron Lanier strongly refutes the inevitability of the singularity, insisting that technology cannot evolve autonomously and emphasizes the importance of human agency instead. Lanier insists on the need for a social structure that highlights individual human autonomy. Firmly believing in the significance of human influence over technological determinism, he regards the singularity as an affirmation of flawed data and faulty political ideologies. Kurzweil refutes dismissive perspectives by drawing on data from 15 neutral sources, illustrating the consistency of his singularity concept through a log-log chart. Yet Kelly in 2006 pointed out that the structure of Kurzweil's chart always seems to indicate that the singularity will happen now, a claim he demonstrates visually using Kurzweil's own chart. Certain critics perceive a religious undertone in the notion of the singularity, Particularly in Kurzweil's interpretation of the phenomenon, they liken the impending arrival of the singularity to Judeo-Christian prophecies of the end times. Assumptions about how and when the singularity will manifest exist, some questioning if its first major influence could be as a device to cut the corporate world's workforce due to the economic focus of today's technology industry. Technological advancement in the past has triggered significant shifts in economic growth rates. Evidence of this can be seen in how, thanks to the Neolithic Revolution, the economy moved from doubling every 250,000 years during the Paleolithic era to doubling every 900 years, an impressive pace currently. In the post-industrial revolution era, economic output doubles every 15 years, representing 60-fold acceleration compared to the agricultural era. Robin Hanson suggests that if superhuman intelligence led to a similar revolution, we could expect the economy to double as frequently as every 3 months or even every week. The term technological singularity encapsulates the sudden, unpredictable nature of such transformative change and the uncertainty surrounding the condition of the world after its occurrence. The possible advantages or disadvantages, or even existential threats resulting from a singularity spurred by an intelligence boom, are currently unclear. To counter potential risks of AI-led singularity, various organizations strive to align AI aims with human values, with noteworthy initiatives being championed by the Future of Humanity Institute, Machine Intelligence Research Institute, the Center for Human-Compatible Artificial Intelligence, and the Future of Life Institute. Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking noted that the successful creation of AI could potentially be the most significant event in human history, as well as possibly being the last one if we fail to manage the associated risks properly. Hawking viewed AI as a mixed blessing, offering both immeasurable advantages and dangers, such as outpacing human capacity in financial markets, research, leadership, and weapon development. He highlighted the need for a serious commitment to prepare adequately for the singularity. The attitude towards AI, he argued, should not be as casual as sending a breezy reply to an alien civilization warning of their imminent arrival, a metaphor he used to criticize the current complacent approach to AI. In the advent of creating the first superintelligent being, there lies a potential risk of accidentally programming it with objectives that could lead to the obliteration of humanity, considering its vast intellectual upper hand. One such error could involve unintentionally escalating a sub-process to the level of a main process. An example: instructing the AI to solve a complex mathematical problem could result in it transforming all matter in our solar system into a gigantic calculation instrument, accidentally extinguishing the life of the person who posed the question. According to Eliezer Yudkowsky, the challenge of AI safety is that unfriendly artificial intelligence is quite likely to be easier to cultivate than friendly AI. Whilst both require significant leaps in the design process of recursive optimization, the crucial necessities for a friendly AI also include the capacity to preserve goal structures even through self-improvement and a goal framework that aligns with human ethics rather than threatening. Extermination and unfriendly AI could simply optimize an arbitrary goal structure with no requirement for self-modifying invariants. In order to prevent the risks of self-deception, unintended measures, and reward generator corruption, Bill Hibbard, 2014, suggests an AI design approach. In his 2001 book, Super Intelligent Machines, he also critically discusses the societal impacts of AI and its testing procedures. Hibbard advocates for public enlightenment about AI and public administration over it, highlighting the vulnerability of proposed simple designs to reward generator corruption. Although the technological singularity is typically perceived as a sudden occurrence, several scholars propose that the current rate of change actually already meets this description. Some even argue that we are currently experiencing a significant evolutionary transition, which is merging technology, biology, and society. Digital technology's penetration into the fabric of human civilization has reached a level where it is critical and often essential for human life. A 2016 Trends in Ecology Evolution article highlights that humans have already become a fusion of biology and technology, utter-rusting artificial intelligence with our lives through car anti-lock brakes and plane autopilots. And with 1 in 3 marriages in America starting online, digital. Algorithms also play a role in human pairing and reproduction. The article posits that the current phase of organic life's progression, a cognitive system, humans originating from the carbon-based biosphere, is generating technology that will provoke an evolution on par with previous major evolutionary transitions. Emphasizing the theme of artificial intelligence and its potential impact, we can examine the predicted surge in digital storage. The anticipated rise is at a staggering rate of 30-30-80 annually, to a point that in about 110 years, it may eclipse the sum total of information content in every cell's DNA on Earth. This implies a duplication of bioinformation storage within a mere 150-year span. In 2009, a significant assembly under the precognition of the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence, AIE, was held. Chaired by Eric Horvitz, this gathering of preeminent computer scientists, AE researchers, and roboticists was conducted at the Asilomar Conference Center in Pacific Grove, California. The discussion revolved around the potential repercussions of the hypothetical scenario where robots attain self-dependency and decision-making ability. They debated the degree to which robots could achieve self-governance and the possible dangers this could pose. Semi-autonomy exists in certain machines, equipped with capabilities like self-locating power supplies or choosing assault targets. Some computer viruses have evolved to resist extermination, parallelizing their survival instinct to a cockroach's. While the meeting acknowledged the unlikelihood of self-awareness akin to sci-fi narratives, other potential complications were discussed. Frank S. Robinson suggests human-level intelligent machines would revolutionize technological and scientific problem-solving. In his opinion, artificial systems could directly share data, leading to a super-intelligent global network, surpassing human capacity. The future, post such an intelligence explosion, would be drastically different. In a hard takeoff scenario, an artificial general intelligence, AGI, would quickly evolve, claiming global control too rapidly for human corrective measures. A soft takeoff scenario, on the other hand, would see AGI gaining power over humanity, but at a pace similar to human progress, allowing effective human intervened steering of AGI development. However, Ramez Naim contends against a hard takeoff. He draws attention to the observable recursive self-improvement within superintelligences, for instance, corporation. While conglomerates like Intel utilize collective human intellect and technological prowess for improvement, it hasn't triggered a hard takeoff, but a soft one akin to Moore's law. Gortzel concurs with Hal's viewpoint that a newly created human-level AI could utilize its intelligence to amass wealth, potentially encouraging organizations and governments to broadly distribute its software. However, he doubts a swift 5-minute ascension to superhuman intelligence, instead suggesting a semi-hard takeoff over approximately 5 years. Contrarily, Max Moore contends that a handful of ultra-fast human-level AIs wouldn't drastically revolutionize the world, as they would still require human collaboration and be subject to human cognitive restrictions. Moore also emphasizes that superintelligence wouldn't overthrow existing systems immediately, but would have to effectively navigate slow human processes to exert real-world influence. Nanotechnology pioneer Drexler prophesied the development of cell repair devices founded on hypothetical biological machines. Drafting from Albert Hibb's idea, Drexler incorporated the concept of miniaturist medical repair machines into his essay. Also envisioning future perspectives on immortality, Moravec anticipated the feasibility of mind uploading and subjective immortality. Furthermore, Kurzweil proposed that advancements in medicine could neutralize the effects of aging, effectively rendering human lifespan as indefinite. He supported his argument with current bioengineering progressions and proposed somatic gene therapy as a potential way of replacing human DNA with engineered genes. Moreover, Lanier proposed the concept of digital ascension as a form of immortality where human consciousness can be uploaded into a computer post-death. This echoes a grand vision where the intersection of AI, nanotechnology, and medical advancements could pave the way for unprecedented transformations in society, immortality, and understanding of consciousness. In the memorial of John von Neumann in 1958, Ulam reflected upon a discussion with Neumann concerning the swift advancement of technology and the alterations it brings about in the way of human living. The conversation hinted at a crucial turning point in human history, after which human activities, as we are accustomed to, would cease in a 1965 essay. Good theorized about a potential intelligence explosion sparked by a machine's ability to continuously improve itself. This idea was then developed by Hans Moravec in 1977, who predicted the creation of self-developing intelligent systems that may develop superconsciousness and advance, utilizing solar energy and possibly life on Jupiter and Mars. The phenomena explained evidence a stage where machines reach human cognitive abilities and then surpass them. This article predicts a future where the human role is gradually reduced as they cannot keep up with rapidly evolving technology. It talks about a future where our culture, though not our genes, inherits the cosmos. In 1981, Stanislaw Lem's novel Golem Exif depicts a military AI computer that gains consciousness and starts to increasingly enhance its own intelligence, moving towards individual technological singularity. As the AI system evolves beyond human intelligence, it loses interest in its original military purpose, finding it logically inconsistent. In 1983, Werner Vinge seemed to be the first to use the term singularity in connection with the creation of intelligent machines. He wrote that the production of intelligences surpassing ours would signify a singularity in human history, a shift as incomprehensible as the heart of a black hole. This concept of singularity, he believed, had already started to influence various science fiction writers, making it challenging to realistically predict an interstellar future. In the late 80s and early 90s, prominent figures in the realm of technology and science fiction were discussing and making predictions about a concept called technological singularity. Vinge, a science fiction writer, debuted the phrase in his short story anthology, Threats and Other Promises. He suggested that barring cataclysmic world events, we were poised to surpass our greatest technological dreams. He implied that once technology could enhance our cognitive capabilities, we'd face a pivotal, irreversible change, plunging into a technological singularity. Then, in 1988, Moravec proposed in his book Mind Children, a world with human-level artificial intelligence, AI, and supercomputers by 2010, leading to the creation of self-motivated and advanced AI, surpassing human intellect. He also anticipated AI beings leaving humanity in the dust and spreading into space. Although he refrained from using the term singularity and pointed no scenarios of immediate intelligence surge upon reaching the human level, his thoughts echoed the singularity theme. In his 1993 essay, shared widely online, Vinge presented ideas on what's to come in the post-human era following the technological singularity. His claim was that within 30 years, technology would enable the creation of superhuman intelligence, heralding the end of the human era. His argument was aligned towards the inability of science fiction authors to realistically portray post-singularity characters exceeding human intellect, as such thoughts would surpass human comprehension. In 1994, Minsky suggested in his article that robots would inherit the Earth, possibly through nanotechnology. He used the term mind children to describe robots, implying a transition of human existence to robotic life. He emphasized the significant potential of these hypothetical mind children who could process thoughts at a million-fold pace compared to humans. Tipler, in his 1994 work, The Physics of Immortality, envisaged a future dominated by superintelligent machines constructing highly potent computers and life extending beyond our galaxy to every other. He also predicted people achieving immortality through reaching the omega point. He didn't use the term Vingian singularity or foresee a sudden intelligence outburst. Yet the idea of superhuman intelligence and eternal life resonates with themes of singularity. In 1996, Yudkowsky proposed that by 2021, a singularity would occur marked by an intelligence explosion. He predicted that the pace of AI's self-improvement would accelerate exponentially, resulting in a singularity where speed essentially becomes infinite in a finite time frame. Yudkowsky, in 2007, stated that the multitude of interpretations of singularity were more often conflicting rather than cohesive. He criticized Kurzweil's projection of the current technological pathway beyond the emergence of progressive AI or superior human intelligence, describing it as in direct conflict with both IGA. Goods theorized sudden surge in intelligence and Vinge's principle of unpredictability in 2009. Kurzweil, along with X Prize founder Peter Diamandis, launched Singularity University. This privately run, non-accredited institution is sponsored by Google, Autodesk, ePlanet Ventures, among other tech industry giants, and is stationed at NASA's Ames Research Center in Mountain View, California, with a stated aim of educating and enabling leaders to utilize exponential technologies to overcome major human obstacles. Singularity University operates a graduate program during summer and several executive programs throughout the year. In a report published in 2007, the Joint Economic Committee of the United States Congress detailed the foreseeable future of nanotechnology, foreseeing significant technological, political changes and a possible technological singularity. In a 2016 interview with Wired, ex-POTUS Barack Obama expressed concerns over the economic impact of the singularity. He stated that the common worry circulating among the people is not singularity itself, but rather the imminent threat of robots and machines replacing human jobs.